Well, it's been a month since my last video, give or take. It used to have finished about 15 minutes ago, roughly. So it's about 10 to 1 in the morning. And if the tag or anything says anything different, something's gone weird. Been watching Family Guy for a bit. Really not much to say. Thinking about going to the pub at the weekend. Oh well. I mean, a few people said that I found my first video rather funny because of how crap it was. But just remember one thing, life could be worse. You could be an egg. You get laid once, cracked once, and the only bird that sits on your face is your mother. Yeah, sounds a bit bad, I know. I do that sometimes. I say really, really shit jokes. One of my favourite ones are that two prostitutes are standing next to each other. One says to the other, "Hey, have you ever been picked up by the fuzz?" The other one goes, "No, but I've been swung round by the tits." Yeah, I have several of my mates creasing at that one. But one of the oldest traditional ones that I've ever had to do was when I was in primary school. And that is, how do you make a snooker table laugh? Stick your hands in its pockets and tickle its balls. Yeah, I know that. Really odd, that one. One that I like to do quite a bit now is, what's green and mean, and if it walks down the street it'll kill you? A bogey with a machine gun. Yeah, that's bad as well. But hey, it's what I'm like. Say really crap jokes. Sometimes I get a laugh. I'm not sure whether they're laughing with me or at me. But I really couldn't be bothered to do other videos, but loads of people around school saying, "Hey Chris, are you going to do another video?" I was like, "Oh, fine then, sod it." So here I am. Got a load of shout outs to do. James Thomas. Yeah, I'm not really going to read through what I like about them because I'll be here for ages. So there's James Thomas, Kirsty Hall, James Craig, Emily Jeffries, Hannah Buckley. If I've not said your name, just send me a post or something through Facebook. Another thing that you can do is that I might do another one of these every now and then, see how it goes. I'm going to need some titles, and things to focus on doing a video. So when you see this, write in a comment or something, do this or whatever. I'm not going to be singing or dancing because I'm absolutely crap at it. I can't do it to save my life. But yeah, you name it, I'll pretty much do it. Around school they call me Terminator. Yeah, because of these weird shades I have to wear all the time. But I like to think of it as that I'm like a machine. I can do almost anything. Well, pretty much. I've been kicked out of my bed, got to sleep on the sofa for a few days. Yeah, so that's really annoying. But hey, I get to watch TV all the time, and I get to do a bit of YouTube time. Yeah, another reason why I haven't done this in quite a while is that my mum didn't want me to do them, purely for the fact that sometime in the future people may look back at it and think, "Oh my god, what a douchebag, we're not going to hire him for a job." Really unlikely, and by the time I get to that stage, um, no one's going to really care because I'm 16 at the minute. By the time I go to get an actual career, this will be way back in the past. And you've just got to think, like in Kung Fu Pasta, Kung Fu Pasta. I meant Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, I keep messing up my words every now and then. Yeah, me and my mum, we've got a saying and we call it, "We got your mucking thirds woodled." And if you say that in the right order, it's fucking words muddled. Yeah. She went to say mucking thirds woodled to a member of staff at her school. Yeah, she's a learning mentor. No, student, that'd just be weird. um, And basically she said it incorrectly and actually happened to swear at the headmaster. Yeah, absolutely hilarious when she tells the story. I live in Bourne. Got a pretty cool Chinese called Yang Jian, although no one quite knows how to pronounce the last bit because it's spelled with an X, and it's kind of weird. Um, One of the people who used to work there was called Chu Lin, and she went to my mum's school a few years back, and the last name is Hu. You get the idea. And basically, in the staff meeting, it was they had a meeting saying on how that a new student would be joining, who was from China, and her name was Chuling Hu, daughter of Mrs. Hu. My mum just shouts up, and Doctor. And if you don't get that joke, Doctor Who, travel through time, defeating Daleks, Cybermen, all that rubbish. Completely bonkers, I must say. I mean, who'd believe of a guy doing that? Yeah, I've just realised how stupid that sounds now that I've said it. It's not supposed to be very realistic, is it? It's all aliens and flying and, well, not so much flying, but yeah, very unbelievable. Especially now that they've got the Power Ranger Daleks. I just like taking the mick out of things now. I happen to be very good at angry humour. When it sounds like you're really angry, but people laugh. I happen to be rather good at that. Yeah. My mate Hannah Buckley, we were walking down the street one day, and she went a little bit stupid, so I started using some angry humour, and she was giggling herself senseless. Absolutely mad. But that's the thing. When I'm at school, I'm completely serious. I like to get on with what I'm doing, and get everything right. And I'm a little bit arrogant sometimes, and I have to get everything almost correct. Yeah, and if I don't, it really bugs me for ages. But out of school, I'm a laugh. Go to the pub, game of snooker, pool, darts. Yeah, pretty good at it, and yeah, just a rather cool time. Happen to be really good at making people feel better. On the phone to one of my mates quite a while back, and she was completely upset because she'd been dumped by a boyfriend through text and been going out for almost a year. Yeah, and she was completely crying when I phoned her up, and I managed to get her from crying about being sad all the way to crying because she's laughing too much. Yeah, I think the final joke that I finished off with was I was talking about a fluorescent green dildo thing. It wasn't, obviously, it was a glow stick, but apparently it hung over her bed and it looked a little bit like a dildo or something. Absolutely mad, I'm telling you. I mean, school is like any other shit. Of course, I've got a few crap jokes about that. I'm not going to say it because I'll just ruin it and ruin the punchline. It about 1 o'clock in the morning, so yeah. If you keep looking at the timer, it's pretty much that many minutes past 12:50. So as soon as the counter hits 10 minutes, it'll be It'd be 1 o'clock in the morning for me. So sorry if I keep stumbling like that. It's just so I am sometimes. I really have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah. I do know a few cool tricks. Yeah, you can try this one that I can do. Not the fact that you have to have any skills, just flexibility. But I'm told it's a little bit freaky because loads of people can't do it supposedly, but it's really easy. Easiest way to do it: put your hands together like you're gonna pray to God or whatever, and then slowly start moving your hands apart. So it's about that, making a acute angle depending what where you're looking at it from. But yeah, apparently having it at that sort of angle is really weird. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's creepy? Do you think it's cool? I will need a few topics to go on about, you know, send me a few questions and things to do, because most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very spontaneous like that. Keep the ball rolling. Like, I'm that good at spontaneity and improvising things that I did an English assessment thing for speaking and listening. Did it off the top of my head about Dulce et decorum est pro patria more, which is a poem by Wilfred Owen, and the Latin actually means how sweet and right it is to die for one's country. So you can tell it's about the war. Funny thing was, Wilfred Owen died the day before the war was over. You could just imagine how pissed he'd be. And it was like, oh no, I'm dying. And then, war's over. Bastard! Yeah, that's the thing. I know a few racist jokes and things, but I'm not going to say them because, you know, I don't like the idea of people being racist. You know, it's okay. Well, it's not okay, but doing jokes, it depends who you're with. If it's with your mates and you're having a laugh, and you know that the racist jokes or whatever aren't going to affect them, you know, fine, people can have a laugh. But if you're doing it to a public thing, you know, don't do it, because someone may take offence to it. You know, and you could be in crap before you even know it. You know, so I won't do racist jokes. I might do a few blonde jokes or whatever, you know, but I won't go too over the top. If you take offence to it, I'm really sorry, but, you know, just having a laugh. Some of the oldest jokes that I know are things like, what's brown and sticky? A stick. Yeah, it's one of those anti-joke kind of things where it's like, well, yeah, think about it. A little bit obvious, brown, stick like, whatever. Quite a few people don't actually know another one that's a bit like that, which is what's pink and fluffy? Pink fluff. Yeah, you may have a little giggle, but it's really not that good. Yeah, so now I'm going to go on to a blonde sort of joke. Again, if you take offence, sorry, but I don't mean it in a harsh way, I just like making people laugh. Blonde and a brunette jump off a cliff at exactly the same time. Which one hits the ground first? The brunette. The blonde has to stop and ask for directions. Boom, boom. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Sorry. But yeah, my mum said that I should be a stand-up comedian. I mean, I don't really see why. My legs will be killing me. So why don't I do sit-down comedy? Comedy. Yeah, I'm a bit of a perk sometimes. Yeah, and I like to do a trick saying that I have no brain. You know, because I can hit the top of my head, you know, around this sort of area, and if I hit it hard enough, it'll actually make an echo in my mouth, so it sounds like that my head's completely hollow. Yeah. I'll see if the camera or anything can actually pick it up. So if you can't hear it, shit. Yeah. I know the mouth looks a bit weird, but it does work. You know, it sends the sound straight out, a bit like an acoustic guitar. Yeah, people think that you tap your tongue against the top of your mouth or something. You don't. You just make the shape with your mouth and hit the top of your head in the sort of front part. So yeah, if you divide your head up, say, into quarters, you know, so like a Phillips screwdriver would, going sideways across and up to bottom, you know, you're going to want anywhere along that half towards your forehead. Yeah, my hair looked slightly different from my first video. I've had it cut recently. This is how I prefer to look, because I don't know, I just find it more professional. For those guys with the really long hair, yeah, who are they kidding? They look like women. I find it kind of funny, because it's like, dude, are you trying to tell us something? Yeah, I'm not trying to have a go at anyone who's transsexual or whatever. Because to be honest, I don't care. You know, you could be gay, bisexual, heterosexual. Who cares? You're gonna be the same person from when I first met you to whenever. If I think you're a complete knob when you're heterosexual, I'm gonna think you're a knob if you're gay or bisexual. You know, my opinions won't change.